Hi, this is Doug and Cindy with Help Me Help Mama 5cast. This is a program where we answer your questions. Thanks for joining in today. And today we've got a great question, which is,
when is it time to put a parent in a nursing home?
so that's a big question, and there's a lot of things involved. So we thought we would just give you a few examples of where people we know made the decision, yeah, we've got to put mom or dad in a nursing home. So what's one example?
Okay, so one example is when there's a sudden health event and you haven't planned for that. For example, your mom had a stroke.
Yeah, mom, in my example, mom had surgery. She had, after surgery, she had a stroke, and it was a severe stroke. It just wiped out a portion of her brain, and we knew that day immediately that if she lived, which she did for the next 2 years, she would have to have more intensive help, and so she had to be in a nursing home.
Okay. Another example might be where, again, there may be a slight change in health for your loved one. Maybe say they're in assisted living and something happens, and you haven't really planned for it to provide care full time, and you're still working and you can't quit your job right now. So they may need to transition from a level of care like assisted living into skilled care. So that's another time.
Some assisted livings have standards depending on the state regulations and I guess the procedures of that assisted living. A nurse told me the other day at one assisted living in their facility, when the resident could no longer stand, pivot, or transfer, then they had to go to a nursing home. So another example would be, we've seen situations where maybe wife is caring for husband at home. His Alzheimer's progressively gets worse and he becomes violent, and she's just afraid that maybe he's threatened her, or maybe he's actually hit her, and she's just afraid and she can't care for him any longer. And maybe the kids live out of town, so he's got to go to a nursing home.
Yes, once they become violent, if they have Alzheimer's, then you really need to look at the extra help of a skilled care facility. Another example might be where there is a caregiver in the home, say with mom and dad, and who's caring for both of them. Well, part of your plan needs to be to give that caregiver a break.
Right.
Because I've seen it where the caregiver just hit the wall and said, I can't do it anymore. Can't. And then if you don't have enough money to pay for private duty in-home non-medical care for two people, then skilled care may be the option. So that's another.
The caregiver quits or moves,
yes,
or leaves or whatever, or dies
or burns out.
Yeah. Well, then it's a lot of times it's plan B. Another situation we've seen a lot where maybe it's a family caregiver, like a son or daughter providing care for mom or dad, and son or daughter's got to work. And at journey stop one, maybe it's okay where the caregiver's just stopping by, helping mom or dad get breakfast together, take their meds, 1 to 3 hours per day. And then all of a sudden mom or dad gets worse, and now all of a sudden it's 3 to 6 hours per day. And then it's starting to be closer to the 6-hour mark, and the caregiver's not even getting to see their own family. Yeah, it gets to the point where some serious decisions have to be made. Do I quit my job? Do we bring in a lot of extra outside care at $20 an hour? Can other family members help? Or in some cases, the answer to all of those above things is no, and then nursing home is the option.
Absolutely. So your situation may be different than all of these that we discussed. But when it gets to the point where safety is an issue, you cannot take care of your loved one like they need to be taken care of, a nursing home may be a good option for you.
Yeah, and it is a personal situation. Sometimes money is the issue, unfortunately. Now, in some states, check with your state, some states have a waiver program where, some money's available in some cases to pay for in-home care. In some states, that's not the case, and in-home care is very expensive, $20 an hour or so, and if you got to have a lot of it, the cost of staying at home can be more than a nursing home, so sometimes this is a factor. But
And there also may be veterans benefits available if your loved one was a veteran or the widow of a veteran and they meet the qualifications. So that's a lot of options.
Yeah, I hope this information helps. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us today.
And thank you for being a caregiver for your loved one. You're making a huge difference in their life.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, and click on that little notification bell to be notified the next time we do a video.
And if you want to interact with us, check out the description below and leave us a comment and let us know what legal or caregiver topics you'd like to hear about.